And we are back for game number 2 of today as the Crush and the Wild square off for the first time in this Golden Bay Collegiate Summer Softball League. It will be the Wild hitting first as they wear the all-white, the Crush in the black and orange. Justin Burtis with you here as we get close to the 4 p.m. start time. We're going to start maybe 1 or 2 minutes early, it looks like, as it is 2 to 4 at the moment. Alyssa Defleson is, unfortunately for her, the only pitcher on the Crush at the moment. So she once again gets the nod to start in the circle. And this will be the lineup for the Wild. First pitch at 3:59. Down the middle for a strike. It will be Jada Montoya. She's standing in there now, the left fielder. Then Maddie Lardizabal, Austin Comstock, McKenna Dare, Addie Meyer, Willie Rice. And that's strike 2 to Montoya. Addie Myers, Lily Rice, Sophia Garcia, Marina Egbert, Lily Griffel, and Harper Campanella. Batting 10 are the Wild. That's wide for ball number 1. Catching is Juliet Verdugo, making a pair with Defleson. First base, Kaylee McGee. Second base, Andrea Garcia, Tiana Johnson at the hot corner, and Riley Reeves in the middle. That's down for strike number 1. A strikeout for Montoya. Gives Defleson a K. Bringing up Maddie Lardizabal. Left field features Avery Cordell, Macy Fuller's in center, and Presley Lawton sticking around from the Quacks, getting some extra playing time. She missed the first couple games of the tournament, is in right. Shallow dropping ball, reaching and catching it is the left fielder Cordell. She had a late break, turned on an extra step or two, stumbled and made the catch with the left hand. 2 up, 2 down. Austin Comstock will be the hitter. Comstock takes the first pitch. And it's in there for a strike. Defleson, 2-1. Is throwing most of the pitches for the Crush. That's outside. Level things at 1-1. A couple of the teams starting to sound like they're a little short on pitching. A couple teams have offered for other teams to share pitchers. That's in foul territory. Reeves running in foul territory behind third into shallow left field, and she's got it. That will retire the side as Reeves makes the catch, and it's 1-2-3 for Defleson in the first. Her opposite number in the circle will be Sophia Garcia for the Wild, who will be throwing to Lily Griffel to start things off. Comstock's at first, Campanella at second. Lardizabal at short. Third base is Lily Rice. Montoya's in left. Center is Dare, and Myers is in right field for the Wild. Macy Fuller will lead it off for the Crush. Then on Defleson, Reeves, Johnson, Cordell, Garcia. Emma Foster's the DH, Kaylee McGee, Juliet Verdugo, and Lawton. The Ducktown Quacks took another loss. They are 0-4, as it was 11 runs put up by the Salty Waves to give them a 3-1 record. These two teams sitting at 2-1 as the Crush lost to the Waves yesterday. Maddie Beliveau getting back-to-back 5-inning blowouts. The Wisconsin pitcher looking strong. And on top of that, she threw a no-hitter in the game against the Quacks. The Wild beating the Quacks yesterday. And so we are set. Macy Fuller missed yesterday's action, but the Cal State San Marcos player is back and ready to go. Fuller not wearing battered gloves. Sofia Garcia gives it to her, and it's a strike. Nice one. Upper part of the zone. Close to the middle of the plate, though. You got to watch out for that. Even with a lefty hitter like Fuller, the center fielder Montoya, or excuse me, the center fielder Dare is shaded to the left of second base. That's fouled. Macy Fuller, coached by Huntington Beach High School's Jeff Forsberg, takes the ball. 5'4" freshman out of Huntington Beach. Bats left, throws right. 0 for 1 at Cal State San Marcos with 7 runs scored in 26 games. 5 for 6 stealing bases this past season. And almost pegs Defleson on the on-deck circle with a check swing foul. You don't want to KO your only pitcher when she's standing on the on-deck circle. One and two. Garcia almost painted the outer corner, but spun off. 2 and 2. 3 up, 3 down for Defleson in the top of the first. 2-2 to Fuller, leading off the bottom half. Fuller brings the bat back, and again, check swing foul. Garcia rocks forward with the left leg and can't get it to go. Full count. Three and two. Left side of the infield in a little bit and close to the line. And Fuller chops it foul. Lardizabal is also shaded close to the third base bag. First batter is Cos Garcia, 8 pitches. And the ninth one is another foul. Fuller brings the bat back again, and the 10th pitch earns herself a walk. Alon AB puts the first runner in this game aboard. Defleson, the pitcher, now trying to help her cause offensively. The Aggie comes set. First pitch is pop up left side. Lardizabal says she has it, and so she does, reaching behind her. Near the line, but in fair territory. That is a pop out. Round number 1. Brings up fellow UC Davis player Riley Reeves. Shimmies her way into the dirt to get planted and takes high ball 1. Tiana Johnson on deck, the cleanup hitter for the Crush. Ready to go. Reeves swings, dribbler, Lardizabal to second for 1. Relay is in time. 6-4-3 double play. We're headed to the second. No score. McKenna Dare, Addison Myers, and Lily Rice. Middle part of the order here for the Wild. Each pitcher getting through the first inning without surrendering a hit or a run. Outside for a ball. McKenna Dare having a lovely day against the Quacks. Single and reaching on an air. Scoring a couple runs. Foul. Left side. Deffelson gets the ball back. Red bat for Dare. And taps it off the red bat for a foul. Maybe it's more orange. Orangey red. Yeah, very highlighter red, we'll say. Plays for Lewis Clark, so I'm wondering if there was a little more orange in there. We'll call it highlighter red. It's high in the sky, it's drifting foul, and it is over the fence. Do it again, 1-2. Myers on deck. New ball for Deffelson. On its way. Outside. Just can't quite get the corner. 2-2.
Come here. Let me go get my chair. Are we on the podcast?
Yeah, you'll be fine. Okay. It's risky though.
Is it? I'll be silly.
2-2. That's opposite field, but foul. Great contact. Sounded good. But it was tailing foul the entire way. Another foul by Dare. Keeps her alive. Lawn AB. Currently up to 7 pitches. Deffelson ready with the 8th. And sends it straight to the fence. Not primarily a pitcher with UC Davis. Mostly an outfielder. She can pitch. And that's outside for a ball. So battling back is Dare to get herself a walk. As Myers takes a ball, throw down to first, not in time. Lawton now in center, and Fuller moves over to right for the crush. Myers with the black and red bat, matching nicely with the red and white of the uniform. That's deep into left field corner, foul. Hits the fence. Landed at 218, but in the foul side of the line. 1-1. Home run anywhere else. But hard here on the Vanguard softball field at 2:18 to left, 2:15 to center. We only had one home run, Kiki Estrada, a couple days ago, pumping one dead center. No one else has really come close. Outside for a ball. 2-1. Rocking into it. Reeves goes on the backhand, jumps, throw to first is over McGee by quite a bit, and that will allow the runner Dare to get to third. 2 on, no out. So a single and an error. That's a strike against Lily Rice. If Reeves had just eaten it, would be first and second. But her jump Jeter style throw to the fence. Putting runners at the corners. And Deflison has it and was looking to first. Makes a bad throw and the run will score. She looked to third and caught Myers halfway down the line, froze her, and instead of trying to get her out, turned to first and threw it well wide. And it's 1-0 in favor of the Wild. Stolen bases as Lily Rice digs in. Or excuse me. Sophia Garcia fouls that one away. Rice reaching on the air. 1-1 to the pitcher for the Wild. Outside and missed. Two balls and a strike. Deflison now trailing by a run. Throws it on the inner half for strike 2. Egbert, Griffel, and Campanella, the next 3 due up for the Wild. If I go quiet for a couple moments, it's because I'm working the iPad on the live stats as well. As that's tapped right back up the middle. That's going to score 1. They're going to send Rice on behind her, and she is safe. And Garcia is going to be tagged out going to second. An RBI, 2 RBI single. Makes it 3-0. That one going 8-4 as that strike there on Egbert. Out number 1. Swing and a miss by number 16 for strike 2. A walk, a single, an error, and another single, making it 3-0. Egbert swings and fouls it. McKenna Dare taking a leadoff walk. Myers with an infield single, and a throwing error brought Dare over to third. Rice a grounder back to the pitcher, who then mishandled the throw. Garcia the single back up the middle, gets caught going as that hits the fencing. 1-2. Going from first to second. 8-4. Wind up from Deflison to first, and fielding it right on the base is Kayla McGee. And with that field, it's out number 2. Nice trap job by the first baseman. Sliding over left to right, and her left leg was sitting on first base as she picked it up. 2 gone. Leah Griffel First pitch, swinging, very shallow center field. Watson comes in, and she has it. But 3 runs come across on 2 singles, 2 errors, and nobody left. We head to the bottom of the second, 3-0 in favor of the Wild. Bottom of the second, Tiana Johnson leading off for the Crush, needing 3 to tie the game again. And Johnson, fair ball down the left field line. She's on the way to first. It's all the way to the corner. Johnson rounding first. She's on her way to second, and she is in there safely, standing up with a first pitch double deep down the left field line. Johnson, after a big first game, kind of cooled off over the past couple. Ground out, foul out, and strikeout yesterday against the Waves. Leads off with a double. Avery Cordell, the left fielder, takes a strike from Sophia Garcia, working with a 3-run lead, but gives up her first hit just like that. Be Cordell and then Andrea Garcia for the Crush. And that's high for a ball. One. The delivery. Lifted foul. Clearing everything. Hit the pavement and not a car, luckily. Always a boon. It's a little bit of risky business parking in and around the Vanguard softball field. 1-2. Here it comes. Rolled upstairs. 2 apiece. Next delivery. Straight back. Johnson at second with a leadoff double. 3 runs across in the top half for the Wild. And that is just cut on and miss. Strike 3. First strikeout for Garcia. And Johnson remains at second with 1 out. Andrea Garcia at Grace University. Reaches. And it's going to clear the fencing for strike 1. on the foul. Garcia has the sign, delivers, rolls it over the outer half for strike 2. Oh, 2. Garcia looks at one well above her head. One, 2. Garcia rocks into it. A looper foul will fall before anyone can catch it. This one's starting a little before 4 o'clock. Most of the rest of the game should be at 10 and 2. That's a strike at the knees in her half. Back-to-back Ks. Garcia after lead-out double sets the next 2 down. And it's up to Emma Foster. Try and put a run back on the board for the Crush. Foster takes ball 1. Puts the bat back behind her head. Doesn't swing and takes a strike. Garcia puts the count at 1-1. Foster reached on air and hit into a double play yesterday. Garcia can't get that rise ball to settle in around the belt. She's thrown it a couple times this game and it's been head high. 1-2 is low. Level at 2-2. With 2 outs, a foul. We'll do it again, 2-2. Ardizabal checking out the sign. Gets set at shortstop. It's to the backstop, and Johnson is at third base. Double and a walk. They're at the corners. 2 outs, though. Kayla McGee, first baseman, her first trip to the plate. Lefty hitter. Pitch on its way. McGee takes strike. Right down Main Street, and a bad throw is going to allow a run to score. They tried to get Foster over at first. It did not go well. And over to second goes Foster. Johnson comes home, and it's 3-1. McGee hits it foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Or excuse me, 0-2. Single will cut it to 3-2. Garcia in the motion. McGee catches up to the off-speed pitch, but hits it high in the sky, and running in is the center fielder, McKenna Dare, and she pulls it in. A walk and a double, and an error. Makes the score 3-1 as we head to the third. First pitch is a strike. Looking strike on its way to Harper Campanella. Next pitch, she hits right to first, and McGee's got it. And she takes it herself. 1 out. Back to the top of the order, and Jada Montoya. Montoya takes the ball. And outside, inside, it's 2-0. Deffelson finds the zone. It's the count 2-1. Wind up. Couldn't get it over the plate, so it's 3-1. Montoya strike out her first time up. Takes strike 2. Took a step towards first. Full count. Deffelson. Foul down the left field line. Ball 4 called, and that is going to be off the glove of Johnson. It's a fair ball. It's rolling towards the fence on the left side. Montoya slams on the brakes at third. Right to Johnson. She makes up for double play. A line drive double. Put 2 aboard. And then a first pitch on its way to Austin Comstock. Lined it straight to Johnson, who stepped on third to double up Montoya. And that will do it. Headed to the bottom of the third. It's 3-1. Bottom third, Garcia with 34 pitches will take on Verdugo, Lawton, and then back to the top of the order. Juliet Verdugo, the catcher for the Crush, takes high. It is 1-0. Verdugo yesterday, strikeout and a walk as the DH. And moving to catcher. That one on a tee on the inner half. A ball and a strike. Verdugo sat on the 1-1, and it's now 2-1 in her favor. Crushed down a player, and Lawton graciously said, "I'll stick around and play another game." Get some more work in the outfielder, will the Oregon Duck player. Verdugo swings, and it's right over the pitcher Garcia, and rolling into center field, a base hit. Second hit of the game for the Crush. Lawton in the first game did not get on base as Maddie Belleville threw a no-hitter in 5 innings. As the Quack says that's a swing and a miss, strike one. Blanked 11-0 by the Salty Waves. Lawton puts the bat on her right shoulder and looks at ball one. Fuller represents the top of the lineup. She's on deck. Leadoff hitter aboard. Verdugo at first, and Lawton right back to the pitcher. Garcia turns, wanted to go to 2, throws to first instead. 1 out and a runner in scoring position. Macy Fuller in 2 games, hitting .333 with 2 singles and 6 trips to the plate. Wind up, shows bunt, pulls back, ball. Upstairs, 1-0. Garcia, ball on the right hip, now delivers it home. 2-0 as her spinning ball moving from our left to right was a little too wide. Adair shaded in a little bit, and that's tapped to third. Runner holds, now Verdugo goes. Fuller is out at first, but Verdugo gets to third. Rice to Comstock. Makes it 2 outs. Deflison saw 3 runs come across for the Wild. A single would make the gap 1 run. Foul ball. 0-1. Crush took down the Quacks 8-0. They needed to fight a little from behind to win 9-7 in their last game. They lost 9-0 yesterday. It's in there for strike 2. So Crush, one of the few teams, the only team, to be trailing and come back and win so far in this league. 1-2. Deflison hitting .444, 2 singles, 2 triples, and 1 run driven in. Wearing number 10, she takes ball 2. 2's Wild here in the bottom of the 3rd. Verdugo at 3rd. Riley Reeves on deck. And the 2-2 becomes a full count as it's chin music to Deflison. And the payoff pitch on its way. It's a bloop shot left field, and it fits. Con! Great run by Montoya. Slides down on her backside and hauls it in to keep the Crush off the scoreboard. Deflison down, and it's hit, and a runner left on base. Headed to the top of the 4th. It's 3-1. Top of the 4th. Dare, Myers, and Rice 2 up for the Wild against Deflison, who opens the frame with a ball. Dare hitting .375, 3 singles and an RBI, and 8 trips to the plate. And is ahead now 2-0. Kicks the left leg out. Deflison rolls through for ball 3. 3-0. Wind up. And can't get the gimme. 4-pitch walk. Canadair back-to-back walks taken. Goes from 1 to 3 in this league. Addie Myers to the plate. 2 hits and 10 at-bats. And make it 3-11, hitting .333 after her single in the second inning. Front on the first, not in time. Popped up. Johnson wants it, and right near the line, puts the squeeze to it. Lily Rice in 8 at-bats has 3 singles and a run driven in. Reached on an error her last time up. Looks at the first offering and takes ball 1. Deflison to the backstop and over us. Ball and a strike. One. Runner at first here. Top 4, hit foul. And that one hit a vehicle over in the police fire parking lot there. And yes, they do send us some invoices if it breaks in windshield, so the less that happens, the better. 1-2 on its way. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Runner stays, 2 gone, and Deflison picks out strikeout number 2. Garcia helped her cause by knocking a 2 RBI single in her last trip to the plate. That was her 3rd hit of the tournament, averaging .333 entering the day. Doubled her RBI count to 4. That one's upstairs for a ball. Deflison, foul tip. 1-1. The Aggie strolls back to the circle. Starts with the right foot forward. And rolls it in for ball 2. Well, close to the outer edge. Couldn't get the call. 2-1. Next offering. Inside. 3-1. Swing at the 3-1 pitch is Garcia, and it's in foul territory when Johnson fields it. Makes the count full.
Somebody will say like, "You're such a lucky girl." Do we pay electricity?
3-2. 2 outs. Runner at first. Payoff pitch is a ball.
Like, try to explain some things to me about our portfolio.
So that's 3 walks. 4 walks in the past couple innings after a clean top of the first for Deflison. Brings up Marina Egbert. Grounded out her first time up. Another ball. 5 at-bats, 2 hits, single and a double. Comes set, and he strokes it to the right side of the infield, and we a bobble by Garcia. An error will load the bases. Third error by the Crush. Excuse me.
It is weird not going though, because this is the, like, you know, kind of gearing up to go, because it's like kind of next weekend. But we would always have to go. I really love that.
Bases loaded. And a bad throw back to the pitcher will allow a run to score.
Yeah, well, we did. 4th of July night with Andrew Anderson and Sage.
4-1.
A night we will never forget.
As the error on Verdugo. Bad toss back to the pitcher. Foul. It's off the roof of the Vanguard softball shed. Griffel takes strike 3, and that will do it. But a couple walks and an error rein in another run. It's 4-1 as we head to the bottom of the 4th. Riley Reeves to the plate for the Crush. Enters with 3 hits and 9 at-bats. At least before this game started, so hitting .333, but a little worse, so she can double play her first time up to end the first. Garcia starting her 4th inning of work. On its way. Missed the zone. Not had many lead changes in this tournament. Again, outside the Crush winning 97 against the Quacks, it's been one side with all the offense. 2-0. 4-1 at the moment. We've had scores of 5-1, 8-0, 7-1, 9-7, 7-1, 9-0, 12-0 earlier, as that's skied towards right field, and coming in and making the catch will be the right fielder Myers. Out number 1. Tiana Johnson with a double her first time up. First multi-base hit and her second hit of the tournament. After one hit in the first game. The 1-0. 1-1. Zips in there over the outer half at the belt. Chico State player comes up empty. A ball and 2 strikes. Smartly lays off the low pitch. 2-2. And the 2-2. Sent behind us. Uh-oh, there's a car. Oh, it found the pavement, though. Have seen a foul ball hit a car driving by the field once. Johnson swings at an off-speed pitch low in the zone. Strike 3, 2 gone. Avery Cordell was the best hitter on the team with 4 hits and 4 at-bats, 3 singles and a double. Two of those hits coming in the last game, as well as a hit by pitch. And that's hit right to second. First pitch, and it's 1-2-3. That'll take us to the top of the 5th. The score is 4-1. Marina Egbert has thrown 4 innings, 58 pitches, given up 6 hits and a run. Yet to get a strikeout looking, but has 4 swing and misses and 2 walks. She wears the jersey of the Wild, and she's now going to be pitching to give Alyssa Deflison a chance to play in the outfield. And Deflison will take up in center field. Fuller in right, and Lotta moves from center to left. And Egbert, first pitch, lost the handle on it. She was kind of rubbing her fingers together. Other changes as well. As Verdugo goes to DH, McGee goes to an extra hitter. Foster comes in to catch. And Avery Cordell goes to first base for the Crush. Ball 2, as we see Harper Campanella hitting, leading the way with 5 hits for this West Coast Wild side in 10 at-bats. Even 500 average, 3 doubles, 3 singles, 2 doubles. Almost hits her, 3-0. See if Egbert also stays in the circle and throws for her team. The NYU pitcher. Will she just throw for the crush until this game is over? 4-pitch walk starts the top of the 5th.
It was getting played. It was getting replayed by some. If you look up like the NCAA, their post it was on there. You could see the storm.
Jada Montoya. Bunt coming to Egbert. Fields it. Throws to second in time. Sack bunt goes 1-4. And to second goes Campanella. First pitch is a ball. To Maddie Lordizabal. Montoya entered the day batting .400 with 4 hits and 10 at-bats. Lordizabal, her second game, had 1 hit. And skies that one to shallow right field. Oh no, it's dropped by Garcia. Last minute, it kind of tailed away from her right to left. And as she shuffled her feet, she couldn't come up with it. Austin Comstock, 8 at-bats, entered the day with 3 singles. Egbert. Can't find zone, inside or out, 2-0. Campanella at second, and Lordizabal at first. And chopper, passed on the first base side, Defleson. Or excuse me, Fuller pops up, throws home, and the bases are loaded. Four runs on 4 hits now. A couple runners left on base for the Wild. First pitch, that's a single to left field. 1 run's going to score, and they're going to hold up. Lordizabal at third, back-to-back knocks. Makes the score 5-1. RBI from McKenna Dare. First hit of the game after 2 walks. Tidy stat line for the center fielder. Lordizabal at third, Comstock at second, Dare at first. That will be a fly ball to Lawton. She's got it, and the throw is cut off by Johnson. Never run scores. The 2 other runners stay. So 2 outs, but Avery Cordell with a sack. RBI as that ball is lasered foul. Six to 1 here in the top of the 5th. Andrea Garcia with a strikeout. Her first time up. Takes it, rewarded with a ball. 1-1. Egbert took a lot off of it and chasing it. Coming up entry was Garcia. 1-2. 1-2. Delivered. Swing and a miss, and that will do it. Egbert will get her first strikeout, and Rice is the victim. But that will do it here in the top of the fifth. It's 6-1 as we head to the bottom half. Couple hits and 2 runners left on base. Make it a 6-1 score, as it was Addie Myers with the sac fly and Lily Rice the strikeout to Egbert to retire the side. So Garcia stays in the circle. Egbert grabbed all her stuff, move over to the Crush dugout. So my guess is she is not going to be hitting for the Wild. We'll join the lineup for the Crush. Garcia brings it home, swing and miss. Andrea Garcia and Sophia Garcia locked in combat, and it will be a single for Garcia. Back up the middle. Third hit of the game for the Crush, bringing up Emma Foster, who took a walk her last time up. Outside for a ball. Foster with 4 hits, all singles, and 7 at-bats entering this one. Andrea Garcia picking up her second single of the event, 2-0. Kaylee McGee waits on deck. The 2-0. Head high, ball 3.
Okay, I'll text her and tell her to.
The gimme, strike 1. So what can Emma Foster do now? Time is called. Foster jokingly asking if that was a ball. No pitch clock really here. 3-1. Little blooper. Falling to the shallow center field. Back-to-back singles. Foster, a walk and now a hit on to base both times. Kayla McGee, a fly-out victim her first time up. Lefty on righty, McGee takes a strike. Kayla McGee with 1 single and 6 at-bats so far in this one. Did drive in and has scored 2 runs. The Iowa native, 1-1. from Ohio Christian. The 1-1 to McGee, swing and a miss. 1-2. Coming set, Garcia. And it's going to skip away from the catcher. And Griffel can't find it in time. And McGee lifts it foul. So runners now at second and third. Garcia 60 feet away. Foster at second. No outs here in the bottom of the fifth. 6-1 the score.
Not in Oregon, though. This is
McGee again, foul left side. Back-to-back fouls. Still 2-2.
Tennis friends doing baseball in Seattle.
Wind up, and that's going to be right to second on a hop. Run's going to score. McGee's getting in. RBI on the ground out. 4-3. Foster holds at second. 30 RBI. For McGee. Brings up Juliet Verdugo. Heater is wide, 1-0. Four hits, 2 runs. The 1-0. Tailed foul. Lawton waiting on deck. The 1-1 pitch on its way with 1 out. Makes the count 2-1. Wind up and the pitch. Skimming and going to the backstop. On the way to third and in there safely is Emma Foster. Verdugo could make the lead 6-3. Cutting the gap by 1 more with a hit. Has another foul. 3-2. Had a single her first time up. Payoff pitch. Strike 3 called, looking on the outer half. Out number 2. 4 strikeouts for Garcia. Up to Presley Lawton, who ground out her first time up to try and bring home another run. Chunks the first offering foul. Wind up. Swing and a miss, and it was a poor decision there as it was already bouncing on the dirt when she decided to uncork the swing. 0-2. Garcia on its way. Looked like a pitch out, even though it wasn't necessarily that. Results the same, though. It's 1-2.
I'm still trying to figure out this league.
Lawton brings the bat ready. Hits it to third, and the throw across the diamond is right in the glove of Comstock. That will do it here in the 5th. But another run for the Wild off a couple of hits. They leave a runner on base. And it's 6-2 as we start the 6th. Sofia Garcia, a walk and a 2 RBI single so far on the day. Pitcher with a 4-run lead, looking to try and add something to that here in the top of the 6th. Looks at it from Egbert. It's right down the inside edge of the plate. 0-1. Egbert will rotate left to right, brings it home, slash foul. 0-2.
Where'd you park on the street? Yeah. I don't think there's another game, so I might be over here. Just sit.
0-2.
You go this way for the
Coming home. Oh, called strike 3 right down the inner part of the plate. Strike 3, Egbert. With back-to-back Ks as she ended the 5th with a fanning of Lily Rice. Her spot in the order. We'll skip that. Which brings us to Leah Griffel. Fouls the first ball up and away down the left field line. Griffel looked like she moved to right field. Around the 5th inning. Fouls another one away. Makes it 0-2. Off the end of the bat. Yeah, flare shot near second. Garcia keeps her eyes on this one. And that will be out number 2. Harper Campanella, a walk and a ground out. 0-1. First pitch, she chases. Hits a bleacher. Foul. 4, strike 1. Next one from Egbert. Drilled to center field. Hanging up though, and it is caught. Macy Fuller hauls it in. And that will be a line out to center. Make it 3 up, 3 down for Egbert in the top of the 6th. That means the offense has a chance to pull back those 4 runs as we head to the bottom half. Myers behind the plate. Egbert 0-2 against the Crush pitcher Deflifson. 0-1, sorry. A ground down and reach on an air. So now she'll take a turn against Garcia. And looks at a ball. Egbert. Home run distance, but foul. Right off the fence. 1-1. Barreled it. Just turned on it too much. More shot though to Sophia Garcia. And the 1-1. To first. And Myers takes it to the bag herself. First out, recorded. Back to the top of the order, Macy Fuller. Walk and a ground out. Shows bunt, pulls it back. Hops into the catching glove of Comstock. That one's called a strike on the outer edge. 1-1. 1-1. Here it comes. Fouled over the third base dugout as Fuller drags the bat. Smacks it over the dugout on the left side of the field. 1-2. Takes. And it is a ball. That will help her out as it's 2-2 with one away. Deflifson waits on deck. 3-2. That one missed high. Fuller swings. That's on the left side. Bobble and a good pickup, but the speed of Fuller allows her to reach base safely. Second error by the Wild. Deflifson, the batter. Outside, 1-0. Pop out and a fly out for the starting pitcher for the Crush. And now she gets some time out in the outfield. That one's right in front of the plate. Garcia picks it up, and the throw is going to not be in time, and it gets away from the first baseman. Myers allows Fuller to get to third on the single. Runners at the corners then. Campanella picks up the error. Outside for a ball. Campanella now on the left side. Her and Rice switching, so Rice gets the error. That's a strike. 1-1. 1-2. With runners at the corners, Riley Reeves. Fly out and hit into a double play. Now has a 2-2 count. One away. Takes the ball. If she were to get on base, Tiana Johnson would represent the tying run. Fuller at third, Defleson at first. That's to right field. It's holding up. Griffel runs in, makes the catch, tagging and scoring is Fuller at 6-3. Defleson goes to second and will get hauled out. The relay goes 9-6 to retire the side. A run on the board though for the Crush, 6-3, headed to the 7th. Top 7, top of the order. Montoya, Lordizabal, Comstock. Up by 3. Will the Wild put up more? Egbert, 2 nice innings against her team. First one comes in high to Montoya. 1-0. Montoya thought about swinging, but it was over her bat. She held it back, and it's 2-0. Egbert with the left leg back. Comes home, fouled straight back. One strike, 2 balls. Montoya at the plate. Now for foul. Levels the count at 2 apiece. Two. Swing and a miss on one that was tailing towards the dirt. Strike 3. Egbert with 3 Ks since coming in. Now take on Lordizabal. A double, her second time up, flyouts in the first and third trips to the plate for the Clemson player. Strike 1. Nice controlled pitch from Egbert on the inner half. One and one. That one's skimming the ground all the way in. Foul ball makes it 1-2. Five hits. Lordizabal to left field. Lawton turning. Watch it hop overhead off the fence. She's on her way to second and stands in there safely with a 1-out double. Sixth hit of the game for the Wild. And a ball to Comstock, who had a single. It is a ball with 2 doubles with those 2 flyouts. 2 for 4. And that's 2-0 at the plate. Thinking also that one a home run at most other parks. It looks like it one hopped the fence, so it was got to be at least 209 out there to the track. A 210 or so. 3 straight balls to Comstock. Perhaps home in South Carolina. That one was a touch 'em all shot by Ordizabal. Here it's a double. And we might have lost part of the pitcher's rubber, or a big rock under the mound has come free. Well, Egbert minded for something out there in the circle, finds it, and finds the zone. 3-1. Lawton out there in left field had a moment hesitation before she turned and tried to catch up with that double. Hit, Egbert can't reach out and get it. It's up the middle of center field. Ordizabal rounding third, hustling for home. It's an RBI single for Austin Comstock.
Well, I wanted to, she was just busy and we're busy. It's hard to get dinner together. But I wanted to try somebody different. She wasn't.
So Comstock with a pair of singles. He's now 2 for 4. Picks up an RBI as well. McKenna Dare fouls the first offering. 7-3 here, top 7. Crush will have Johnson, Cordell, and Garcia due up in the bottom half, and now at least need 4 to force a tie. Would need 5 to win. Swing and miss, 0-2. OBP of 1,000 for Dare in this game. 2 walks and an RBI single. Technically 1 for 1 in terms of at-bats. And that one's to right field. Defleson backing over the shoulder. Can't come up with it. And she's going to throw it in. A little bit of a slow start. You can't blame Austin Comstock, thinking that might have been caught by Defleson. But it turns out to be the second double of the inning in their second and third. And McKenna Dare, 2 for 2, and has been on base all 4 times she's come to the plate. She almost ran into Comstock. Rounding first base, slowed up, and they both get 2 bases. Liner foul. 0-1. Myers a single, sac fly, and a pop-up. 1 for 2. So Egbert, 2 quick innings. Now laboring a little here in the top of the 7th. 1 out. Dribbler right side makes it 0-2 in foul territory. One gone, runners at second and third. Egbert's pitch is hit to the left side. Hard one off the glove of the shortstop. 2 runs score. It's 9-3. Reeves came in and it skipped away from her, and so it just nicked off her glove. Myers at 2 RBI infield base hit. That gives her 3 on the day. Lloyd Rice comes up empty on the swing, 0-1. 2 strikeouts, reach on error first time up, 0 for 2. 9-3. With Myers at first, hit foul. Close to the line, but foul. Egbert got a strikeout to open the frame against Montoya, then a double, single, double, single. 4 hits in a row. Never foul deep down the right field line. Nine hits now and 9 runs for the Wild. Towards second, could be 2. No, Garcia will turn to first and get 1.
And it was going to expire like at the end of the summer, and I didn't know they expire, so I'm like, obviously they don't have anything planned, so. Yeah, 'cause our
Myers on to second. 2 down for Sofia Garcia. Strikeout walk and a 2 RBI single. 1 for 2.
he won't know if he can come out.
Swing and a miss against Egbert.
Basically, that week.
Foul to her fellow Wild pitcher last time up. Has she learned anything against Marina Egbert? Did it on that swing. Flare and Reeves backpedaling, gets into the grass and makes the catch for the final out. But a couple more runs come home, and we head to the bottom of the 7th.
For the first fight out.
It is 9-3. Nine three. Johnson, Cordell, and Garcia have to get something started to get 6 runs to force a tie. No extra innings here in this summer league, at least until maybe the championship game. Fouled at the plate by Johnson. Trails 0-1 in the count now. Wind up. Low and outside, 1-1. Johnson brings the bat back over the right shoulder. Changeup goes high and wide. 2 balls and a strike. We'll be back here tomorrow at 10-2. 2 more games. Ball 3. And a 5-pitch walk as Johnson fouls the first pitch. Gets aboard for the second time today. A double back in the second or first time up. Three walks by Sofia Garcia with 4 strikeouts. One of them was Avery Cordell, her first time up, who then grounded out her second time up, lifts it foul. Strike 1. Hit left side, it's through into left field. A walk and a single. Something brewing here for the Crush. Sixth hit of the game. One came from Garcia, her second time up. Strikeout first time. Swings and finds air. 0-1. The 0-1 becomes 1-1. Check swing, foul ball. Ball and 2 strikes on Andrea Garcia. Emma Foster on deck. Has been on base both times today. Ball 2. Turning away is Garcia. And the 2-2. Hit right back to Garcia. It's off of her, and it's going to roll to no man's land. A walk and 2 singles. Bases loaded for Emma Foster. Walk in the second. A single her second time up in the fourth. The windup under the knees. 1-0. Trailing by 6. Free Crush on the pond. 2-0 on the fastball. Infield a little in here, and that's ripped right back up the middle. It's going into center field. 1 run will score. Coach Gabby Sandoval sending another run home as Cordell slides in safely. 2 RBIs for Emma Foster, and she has been safely on base all 3 times today. 9-5. Kayla McGee, ground out for an RBI her last time up in the 5th and a fly out. That's a ball. 1-0. Sophia Garcia comes back ready. And does. Rolled over the outer half. 1-1. 9-5. 8 hits now for the Crush. Foul makes it 1-2. Nine runs, 9 hits for the Wild. And making another hit for the Crush as the bases will be loaded. No, and now ball scoots into center field. And Garcia's going to come home and score. Foster to third. They're at the corners. Single, no RBIs. It's the fielding error by the center fielder Dare that allowed the other runners to advance. Juliet Verdugo, a single and a strikeout. Takes high and away for ball 1. And she represents the tying run all of a sudden. Ball 2. Final time through the order, potentially, and they've maybe figured something out on Garcia, who can't find the zone on 3 pitches. It's 3-0. Foster at third. McGee at first. And she chucked the bat, did Verdugo, and will come back on a strike call to make it 3-1. Lawton on deck, and that's the top of the order. Full count. Foul coming straight back to the screen. And the payoff pitch is hit to second, could be 2. The flip is good. Lardizabal's throw is also good. 2 outs, but it's 9-7. Lawton takes a ball. 2 ground outs. Lawton and then Egbert need to find ways to get aboard, bring it up to the top of the order, and Lawton sends one, but it's going to hold up, and it's going to be cut by the center fielder Dare, and that will do it. Oh, he almost had a very good ending for the Crush, who come up 2 runs shy in a 9-7 win for the Wild. Sophia Garcia gets the win. 7 innings, 3 runs earned, 4 Ks and 3 walks, while Deathless 4 innings, an earned run, 3 Ks and 4 walks. Will take the loss. Egbert, 3 Ks and a walk in 3 innings of work.
They're going to come back here at 6, right? Do they have to?
7 runs on 9 hits. And 5 errors for the Crush. Meanwhile, for the Wild, 9 runs on 9 hits. And the Wild ended up with 4 errors in a ball game that lasted an hour and 40 minutes. And for the Wild, Montoya, sack fly, strikeout, walk, strikeout. 0 for 2. Lardizabal's 2 doubles, 2 flyouts, 2 for 4. A foul out, ground out, and 2 singles of an RBI for Austin Comstock, 2 for 4. 2 walks, a single, double, and an RBI for Dare, 2 for 2. Pop out and a sack fly with 2 singles for Myers, along with 3 RBI. Leaves her at 2 for 3. 2 strikeouts, reaching on air, and a ground out makes Lily Rice 0 for 3. Garcia, a 2 RBI single, walk, strikeout, and a pop out. Leaves her at 1 for 3. Egbert, a ground out, reach on an air while batting for the Wild, and a ground out while batting for the Crush. Leaves her at 0 for 2. Griffel, 0 for 3. And Campanella, a walk and a line out and ground out, leaves her 0 for 2. Macy Fuller, a walk, reach on air, and a ground out, 0 for 1. Pop out, fly out, and a single for Deathless 1 for 3. Ground out, a fly out, and a sack fly for Reeves with an RBI, leaves her 0 for 2. Double walk and strikeout for Tiana Johnson, 1 for 2. 1 for 3 was Cordell with a single, strikeout, and a ground out. 2 singles and a strikeout from Andrea Garcia, 2 for 3. 2 singles and a walk for Emma Foster with 2 RBI, leaves her at 2 for 2. Fly out, ground out with an RBI for McGee, along with a single, 1 for 3. Strikeout, ground out, single for Verdugo, 1 for 3, and an RBI. And 0 for 3 was Presley Lawton. That will do it here from Costa Mesa here today. Thanks so much for watching the Crush and the Wild. The Wild get the win, and that puts them up to 3-1 with the Waves. Orange County Crush at 2-2. Ducktown Quacks 0 for 4. We'll be back here at 10 a.m. for more Golden Bay Collegiate Summer League action. Justin Burtis saying good night from Costa Mesa.